In Spanish, when speaking about things that happened in the past, you must use a different form of verb called using the preterite. However, you must conjugate every verb differently according to these rules. So for AR verbs, you conjugate the yo form to the ending turns into e, and then for the to form, the ending goes to aste, and for the L form, it goes to o. For the nosotros form, it goes to amos, and for the ellos form, it goes to aron. This is for ER and IR verbs. They translate to iste, io, imos, and ieron. And then 3 regular verb forms that you can conjugate into the preterite are hablar, comer, and vivir. And this is how you conjugate them. And these are the conjugations for hablar, comer, and vivir. Notice that the nosotros form for the AR and IR verbs are the same in both the preterite tenses and the regular tenses. They end in amos or imos. So an example of the preterite would be ella caminó por el parque. She walked through the park. So you add the o with the accent, remember the accent, to the end of camino to make it like yesterday or she walked through the park. Or here, if you want to conjugate this way, you can say ellos llegaron a las 8. They arrived at 8 o'clock. Notice the ending is aron because they use the ellos form. The preterite is used for past actions that are seen as completed, and when using the preterite, the yo and el form must always have accent marks. Verbs that end in car, gar, or zar have a special rule you must follow when concerning the yo form. Car verbs, the ending transfers to QUE. So instead of sacar, it would be saque. Mind the accent on the E. For gar verbs, the yo form ending changes to ge. Llegar changes to llegué. Also notice the accent mark on the E. For zar verbs, the yo form ending changes to se. Empezar changes to empece. Notice the accent again on the E. Irregular preterite verbs are verbs that you just have to memorize their conjugations. There aren't specific rules to their conjugations, but some have similar conjugations. Like here, estar conjugates to estuve. Yes, the stem changes, but the ending is the same as the regular preterite. See right here with the e. So you just have to memorize their conjugations, but as you can see, they seem to follow, the ending pattern is the same, but just the stem changes. And there are no accent marks on irregular preterite verbs. DOPs are used to avoid the overuse of a pronoun. Just as in English, we use the words his, her, them, they to avoid using names. In Spanish, they do the same thing, using DOPs. In this example, Juan tiene la pluma. Juan has the pen. Juan la tiene. See over here, these are your options of DOPs you can choose. Lo is for singular masculine, la is for singular feminine, los is for plural masculine, and las is for plural feminine. So over here, if you look at the A, you can see over here that it is feminine. And by looking at the article before, you can tell that it's singular, one pen. So the DOP would now be Juan la tiene. The original sentence was Juan tiene la pluma. See how it shortens your sentence so you don't have to say the noun every single time? But you must make sure every time that the DOP agrees in number and in gender. So in both. The DOP is always placed before the conjugated verb. Here are a few more examples. Juan tiene el libro. Juan has the book. Juan lo tiene. Again, look at the O, so that makes you know that it is masculine. So you can choose from these two. And then if you look at the article, it's singular, so you know that you need to use lo. So Juan lo tiene. Here, Maria tiene los libros. Maria has the books. Maria los tiene. That is the DOP. because the ending shows that it is plural and masculine. So you're going to use los. So Maria los tiene. Last example. Jorge tiene las plumas. Jorge has the pens. Jorge las tiene would be the DOP sentence. And this, we know this because plumas ends in an AS, which shows that it is plural and feminine. So you use las. Jorge las tiene.